stash this away for later. Another lure. Better deal with it. Alright, now to shut this thing down. Another weird log from the Julius. This one mentions a third lure close by. I better check it out. It looks like I was right. The Zeniths left these things here to draw in machines and protect the approach to their base. Better fill up while I can. The lure. I have to take out these machines before I can shut it off. First, I have to take out the machines. Then I can override the lure. Should be able to override the lure now.
What's an Outlander doing all the way out here?
Clearing the valley? You must be one of the missing Tenakth. Everyone thought you were dead.
Nearly. Dax and Kanala. Are they...
Kanala's alive. Marshal Yvira pulled her out.
Speaking of...
Aloy!
Yvira. Couldn't stay away, could you?
And miss my chance to hunt the champion in the Valley of the Fallen? Never! And I see you found Now this looks like a fight.
You with me, Marshal?
My blade is yours! Blood of the Ten! We get to kill these things? What are they? More ammo for you! Let's see who's the better fighter, you ugly piece of metal! We did it! That was amazing! I'll go check on Yveka!
I should have road nearby. Make sure no more machines are drawn here. No room on me. I can send it to my stash. Gotcha. That should be the last one. And looks like there's a recording here.
Hey, shithead. I got a task for you.
The Julius is ready to serve!
Shut up and do what you're told. Use the indigenous robots to keep this place clear of local vermin.
So Eric left a simple AI in charge of the wars. Looks like it shut itself down when I overrode the last one.
Hey, shithead.
I shall let it veer.
I got a task for you.
The Julius is ready to serve!
Shut up and do what you're told. Use the indigenous robots to keep this place clear of local vermin. I'll do it myself, but Gerard says I have to stay focused, so have some fun for the both of us, huh?
Will do, Benefactor Visser. You can count on the Julius.
I'll be right back. She needs a medic, but she'll live. Thanks to you. Gotta say, every time we meet is the best day ever for fighting. That battle was something else. And those weird machines. Do you think there'll be more?
No. I figured out what was causing the machines to gather in the valley, and put a stop to it.
Oh, good news for the clan then.
You don't want to fight more of those things, Evira. They're not like other machines. The masters they answer to see people as inconveniences. They'd kill anyone without a second thought. And eventually I'll have to deal with them.
The lights offshore. Is that from them?
Yeah. It's a kind of shield to protect the island. The machines drawn to this valley were meant to kill anyone who got close.
Meaningless slaughter. But definitely something for a champion, not a marshal. Here, take this then. It might help with what lies ahead.
Thank you. The valley should be safe enough for a while. But you have to tell the rest of the Tenakth to stay as far away from that island as possible.
By the champion's word. I hope our paths cross again, Aloy.
This must be the ground made of metal that Tenakth's soldier mentioned. Looks like a cauldron door, but it's different. There's no way to hack it open. If I can find some other way in, I should be able to get data to override some new machines. If the Banuk can survive freezing, so can I. This is massive. As if the earth split open fast. I wonder where this leads. Must be the cauldron I couldn't get top of. Looks damaged. Earthquake must have hit here too. We're still intact. Then I should be able to find data on how to override some new machines. there! Is that a forge? Looks like it's making machine parts. Forges. I might be able to climb them to get to the other side. Gap's too wide. Need to find another way across. Looks like I can have this. Should be able to climb these. These broken pixels. Maybe I can... shoot? Hunter killer. Guardian of other machines. That looks like it can get me up to the vault. That's what this place is making. A tall neck. The earthquake must have interrupted the process. Just have to expose the core and get those overrides. That can't be good. Override more machines with this. Uncrafted data. If I get the right parts, I can restore it, like Gaia showed me. There seems to be a tall neck blocking this platform. I'll have to find a different exit. Looks like there's room underneath the core. Maybe I can squeeze through. Does it fall? Almost there. Let's not do that again. Oh. Not going anywhere soon. These vents should get me across. If I time it right. The only way across is up. That's why the cauldron won't release the Tenakth at the core. It's missing its head. If I can attach it back to the bottom, I can unblock them. It's just a search of colors. This should get me to the head. I think I can drop down if I time it right. Now! backpack has room. I think I can hear the head being repaired. Head's in place. That guy's fixed. That metal arm's keeping it in place. Maybe if I override the tall neck, the shockwave will break it free. There goes nothing. Good to breathe some fresh air again. You isn't too bad either.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Sylens. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
You know, we've never played Machine Strike together.
Oh no. I got enough trouble with Katalo, always kicking my ass.
Who says I'm any good at it?
The way my luck's going, I'll bet you're a pro.
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elisabet?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier?
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regalla craved